All right. Let's go, son. So, man, I'm excited to do this stream, dude. I am excited to do this stream. So it's official. As the title states, the numbers are in, okay? And Sean Strickland is the biggest star in combat sports. Straight up, there is no question about that. And I'm going to show you the numbers that I'm talking about, but I think the best way to do this though is to tell this story how it happened. Okay? Cuz like so honestly, the reason that I decided to do this stream is cuz I was talking to Chris Brennan. You guys may know who that is. He was a UFC fighter, and then he's a coaches a bunch of UFC fighters. And he asked me a question that was kind of semi-related to this. And I just kind of I saw Sean Strickland's numbers this morning. And then when I kind of laid out exactly all of these things that have happened, like I learned all kinds of stuff that happened, in Australia, to where now I realize I have this completely coherent story arc. And the numbers that came out today are like the cherry on top. It's like, I don't even know how to like, I mean, obviously Strickland has a lot more to the story, but it's like feels like you reached the ending of like the first movie of a 3-part trilogy. And it's like a definitive, like, wow, dude. So we're going to run through that. I'm going to do that right now. And I'll show you a couple videos and I'll show you the numbers also. But we'll let people get on just for a second. And then if you guys have not subscribed to the channel yet, once you go ahead and do that, I would appreciate it very much. And like this stream, if you don't mind. And I promise I will deliver on it. I will deliver on your like, because this stream is going to be really good. Because, oh, look at that. Some new stuff. Dricus Duplessis rips Chael Sonnen over comments. Literally, as I just said it, Chael got pissed at Dricus for calling him out. Thank you for the super chat. Interesting. And yeah, I know about this. Phil Baroni got released to a cartel-controlled halfway house. Yeah, they had to pay $300,000 to get him out of that place he was in, where he was getting beaten and assaulted. It's a long, it doesn't matter how fucking tough you are, dude. If you're in a place like that, it's just about numbers, dude. It's just about numbers. Doesn't matter. A guy, you could beat up 3 people. Well, how about 11 people with knives? Anyway, so I think as a backdrop of where to start this story, I want to do it like this, right? So Nate Diaz, okay? Nate Diaz had been in the UFC for how long when he fought Conor McGregor, right? A long time. And the moment that he became and right now, and I could say this unequivocally, Nate Diaz is one of the biggest stars in combat sports, one of the most popular stars. Like, you can't even understand how much people love him until you go to a live event that he's fighting in. I just did that for the Jake Paul fight. I knew he was popular. I had no idea like how passionate they were about Nate Diaz. And it's like intoxicating, dude. When you get into a stadium where everyone is aligned on their like passionate support for a person, fighter, whatever, right? And it's just like, I can't even explain. It's like the best feeling in the world. Like when we were in Miami and Trump came in, like, I don't know it doesn't really matter how you feel about Trump, because this is just an objective thing that happened. Rogan's talked about it on his podcast too. But like in that arena, when Trump came in, the place went absolutely insane, dude. And you're just like, like my hair stood on end, dude. And it was just like that with Nate Diaz also. And you're just like excited to be there. you know that no matter what happens throughout the fight, anything that he does good, we're all on the same team. It just makes it so fun, man. But Nate Diaz going into this Conor McGregor fight was, I mean, a well-known fighter, but it's not like that was the inciting incident where Nate Diaz went from whatever he was before to this absolutely enormous global superstar. And the thing is, like, people don't necessarily know when that happens for them, right? It's like, because like for sure, Nate did not realize that had happened for him, in my opinion, because he came back and fought in the rematch and then lost. And then he didn't fight for so long that he didn't fight for so long that I think both him and the UFC did not realize how big of a draw he had become, right? Like, because when you have Conor McGregor on the other side of the octagon, any numbers that get driven by that event, you just assume are driven by Conor. And so you just wouldn't know until a person is standing on their own 2 feet where they come in and whatever. Because after Nate Diaz came back against Anthony Pettis, however long after that was, that's when Dana did the press conference and he was like, hey, Nate's a needle mover now. And that whole entire fight week, it was all Nate. It's like, there are only a handful of examples where a guy goes from whatever he was to this absolutely global superstar. And usually you don't really know for sure that that's happened, right? Nate Diaz, Masvidal, you knew kind of like, like when the Ben Askren thing, the Ben Askren knockout was his like kaboom moment, right? And that, that was pretty clear that he had elevated to another level, right? So I think more than any other person who's had like a breakout moment to become a superstar, this moment for Sean Strickland is the most clear and identifiable, where it's like, this is what Sean Strickland is now. Sean Strickland is a Nate Diaz. He probably, I'm going to tell you right now, if he fights in the United States next time he fights, absolutely for 100% sure I'm going and we'll host a group. And I will guarantee you that when that guy comes into the building, first of all, it's going to sell out in 90 seconds. When that guy comes into the building, it's going to sound like that, like it's going to feel like an earthquake went off underneath the stadium. All right. Super chat really quick. Who beats DDP? I'm not a huge fan, but I'm impressed with his skill set. It's hard for me to see him getting beat right now. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. That is very generous. I appreciate you very much. I think that Khamzat is tough for him. And if he can't get the fight to the ground, then so is Strickland. He throws real wild, dude. But anyway, I mean, we'll see. Everybody's going to get to fight. I think he's going to be on the outside of this. I think Paulo Costa and Khamzat becomes the number one contendership. Exactly what Chael said, I believe is probably reality. Like, I'm sure I understand why Dricus would be pissed about that, but Chael's not saying anything to knock Dricus unless he directly said like, oh, he should have taken the fight, because the Dricus thing is part of the story I'm going to tell in a second. Right. But, you know what I mean? I'm actually not going to pass judgment. I'm just going to tell you exactly what happened. And then you guys can tell me in the chat what you guys think about whether Dricus should have taken the fight or not. But the fight game is an ever-moving organism. And this entire story I'm about to tell about Sean Strickland demonstrates that to as firm a degree as you will ever get. Right. And so 1 minute, you're the firm number one contender. Everyone cares about what you're saying. You're getting interviewed about this and that. You're in a super huge beef with the biggest star in the UFC. And the next minute, you're literally on the outside going, wait, I thought I had the next title shot. I'm sorry. What you said your last name is what again? Duplessis. It's just how it goes, dude. All right. It's not the thing about like, oh, it's not fair. It's like, dude, that's not how this game works. Your title shot was against Izzy. Izzy lost. Now you have a whole different, playing field. What you should be doing, Duplessis, instead of talking about why it's not fair that you're getting, why this isn't fair. I was in line to get a title shot. You should be talking about why Sean Strickland is the least African fighter ever. Sean Strickland's not African at all. They're like, well, he never really said that he was. He's like, yeah, but I have a problem with Sean Strickland because, you know what I mean? That's how you get that fight, not by talking about why you deserve it. Anyway, so continuing on, right? So this is exactly how this goes. So Dricus Duplessis gets offered the Izzy fight to headline UFC 293. Okay. So that obviously happens immediately after he beats Robert Whittaker. So what happened? The reason why he didn't take the fight is because he injured his foot 2.5 weeks before his fight with Whittaker. Okay. He was not so injured that he couldn't fight, but that's a different thing because he had already done the majority of his camp. Camp is out of the way. So he hurts his foot. He's like, I'm not going to pull out of the fight. I'm going to fight. But one night of fighting is extraordinarily different than going into a training camp for a title fight with an injured foot that you can't train on. Okay. So that's what happened. And he decided that he didn't want to take the fight right then because his foot's injured, right? He's like, I can't camp. That's the reason that he didn't do it. So like from his perspective, he's like, people are talking trash about me not fight. Like I fought injured. This isn't a new injury. I fought injured. Now everybody's calling me a pussy. Like what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I could see his perspective for sure. But again, it was obviously a risk. You know, I mean, like anyone else, I wouldn't say that it was a big risk, you know, going into the fight that Izzy was going to lose, but he did, right? And so now you're on the outside. So when Dricus says he's not going to take the fight, Izzy goes to the UFC. We all know exactly how that went. He says, I still want a headline. Give me Strickland. UFC is like, no, we're not giving you Strickland. He'll embarrass the company. No, we can't control the guy, whatever. Izzy is like, you don't need to worry about him being because they're worried about him being champion and getting all this press coverage. And he says all kinds of crazy things that are going to embarrass the company. ESPN's owned by Disney, the wokest company on earth. You know, like, do you think Dana gives a shit about what SEAN Strickland says? He doesn't. You know, I see the super chats. I'll get caught up on them. But like, Dana doesn't give a shit, right? Dana does not care one bit. Okay, so if people are concerned about Strickland being the champion because they don't want him embarrassing the company, that is coming from ESPN and Disney for sure. You know, if Dana doesn't want him to be the champion, it's possible because he's not that big of a draw, right? In his mind, he's not, you know, he's like says wild things. He's not that big of a draw anyway. So if he wins, then we're going to lose this Dricus and Izzy fight that we have a bird in hand. It's an absolute super fight. And there's no reason to risk it just to get you onto this to headline in a fight that no one cares about that you're sure to win. So that's why he didn't want to do it. Izzy guarantees victory. He's like, for sure, I'll beat him. There's no chance that Sean can beat me with his skill set. I promise you I'll beat him. Let me headline. I'll turn around and I'll fight Dricus as soon as he's ready. You know me. I'm always active, yada, yada, yada. The UFC relents and they allow him to fight, right? So the week of the fight, now we're going to pause actually really quick, and I'm going to show you this from Eric Nixick's interview with Ariel about what happened the week of the fight when Strickland got into it with that fan, or, you know, like got into it with that fan, and how close he came to getting pulled off this card. All right, so check this out.
Got there. Every fan that we had an interaction with that I was there absolutely adored Sean. Loved him. Pictures, hugs, this and that. The one day I'm not there, I'm actually watching the Florida State game. And, you know, I get a call and they're like, yeah, I guess some fan came up to Sean, started talking shit. And Sean just gave him a rip, like just a little bump or something. I don't even know. It wasn't like he hit the guy hard or something. But it flew under the radar. There was nothing being said about it. And then, you know, Sean, dumbass, goes on and says something in an interview and basically incriminates himself. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing? So we were walking on thin ice all week, and then you know, hearing that news that like, hey man, that there might be flying Coach Crouch out really hit, because no, that's not a cheap flight. That's a long travel. Jared Cannonier's already here. Rob Emerson was already there with them. So you know, it was probably pretty close to getting pulled, man. I don't know what changed or what happened behind the scenes. And then we go to the open workout. This is after, right? Or before. This is before, yeah. And then we go to the open workout, and I'm just thinking in my head like, this is an awful idea. And I'm looking at everybody, Dave Lockett, Megan Levy. I'm like, dude, what kind of liability is this right now? Like, and I'm going to tell Sean, yo, do not hit this guy hard, and don't get cut. Like, this is beyond stupid. You know, and Sean does what Sean does. And then it turned into a hit. Like, they loved him. Sean ended up getting the guy a ticket to the fight. The guy came to the fights. He was front row. He was there for Sean's victory. Won the whole crowd over. I mean, the guy's a sitcom, Ariel. He really is. He's an episode of Seinfeld.
All right. So the main point of that we wanted to get to, but like that, both those things are important. So they flew Cannonier's people in because they were going to pull him. And the story that Sean told, he didn't even like hurt the guy. He's like a joke, you know, like he was joking. You know, he's like, all right. Because if you guys watch it, I did a video about it. You know, he's like, Sean's like, he's all, this guy said, Izzy's going to fuck you up. He's like, and then I gut punched him, you know, dude, you're going to talk shit. He's like, so I already got here. And in the first hour, I've committed an assault. Right. It's not really what happened. He's just joking around, dude. And then, you know, the Australian commission gets involved. They'll pull this guy, man. Pull this. So like try to imagine if Conor McGregor's fighting Nate Diaz and Nate Diaz tells that story. Is there any scenario where they're even coming near entertaining pulling Nate off the card? Zero. No chance whatsoever. And the point is like, that's how shaky Sean's position was going into this fight with the organization, like how they saw him. They did not see him as valuable. Like it was so, there's just like, this guy's crazy. He's a wild card, to where they almost pulled him out of the title fight 2 days before the fight. Right. But at the same time, Sean with the people is like winning over everyone in the crowd, doing what he does. People are connecting with him, etc. So they fight, right? They fight. Everyone in the world thinks Izzy's going to win. Sean does what he does, incredible performance, and puts him down, right? Like just beats his ass the entire fight, wins the title. Dana looks like he wants to stab a baby. Like he's so mad, dude. He looked so mad. And I did a video about that too and showed you guys all the videos. Like, dude, there's no question that after that fight, Dana was incensed. He was so mad, dude. He was so mad. He lost the Drickus and Izzy fight. He's got Sean as the champion. And he's like, dude, we lost our biggest star being a title holder. Now we got this fucking guy who's the champion, who's just a total live wire. He doesn't even draw that well. And here's the thing. I can tell you personally, okay, I have a better view on who draws what than most people because I do YouTube content. Like I know how many views a video gets if I do it about this guy or this guy. And I can tell you, like Sean was a big enough star that I would do videos about him on my main channel, but only if it was a really big, like a really, really big story, right? Like he's not like a dude that people would just automatically, you know, gravitate towards. Like Nate Diaz, Conor, guys like that, Masvidal, like anything happens with them, you do a video, it's going to perform well. Sean 100% was not on that level yet. Okay. So he wins. Dana's pissed, whatever. So 2-3 days later, when they did the post-fight press conference from Contender Series, you could tell that Dana's energy had changed completely about this whole thing, right? Like all of a sudden, you know, he's not all like diehard about the, you know, he's kind of like, well, you know, I don't know, maybe we do a rematch. I mean, maybe we, you know, do whatever. He's like, I don't know. I didn't even say like for sure we're doing a rematch. And when they're asking about Sean, he's like, yeah, man, it seems like everyone connects to him. So look at this. Sean O'Malley is the UFC's absolute stone golden boy that they've been grooming since he got in the organization. He just won the title in the exact same situation where no one thought he was going to win. He wins by knockout. It's incredible. His post-fight speech gets 590,000 views. These are the metrics that the UFC is looking at. Exactly why I'm saying that people like me, anybody else that does content, know how big of a star guy is. Like this is what matters, and this is what leads to pay-per-view buys and sellout crowds, etc. You can tell exactly how someone's going to do based on the views that they get on YouTube. Sean O'Malley did 590,000 and Strickland did 2.4 million. 2.4 fucking million. These are not bad metrics to go by. That's 100% not accurate. This is the UFC is the one that goes by these metrics. He's did 400% of Sean O'Malley. And since then, look at any video about Sean Strickland. Look at any video that he's done, any of that stuff, dude. He is the biggest star in combat sports now. Straight up. Like this, not like there's no conversation here. Like he as of this moment, He is the biggest star in combat sports. People might not realize it yet, but wait until he fights again, especially if it's in like a fight. You know, I mean, listen, if Conor McGregor comes back and fights, he's going to do bigger numbers, obviously. But Conor is this weird enigma that's outside of anything else. Outside of Conor in the UFC, Strickland is the biggest draw. I will absolutely guarantee you that. And then also, in addition to that, so like he goes into this weekend like a whatever, exactly like fucking Nate Diaz, dude, exactly like Nate Diaz. How did Nate Diaz end up with that fight against Conor where he blew up and became, you know, one of the top 3 biggest stars ever? Because fucking, what's his name? Rafael Dos Anjos got injured. And so Nate took that fight on 2 weeks notice, and then he strangled Conor, and then I'm not surprised, motherfuckers, boom. And he's where he is. Like, this is real. It's not going anywhere, dude. Like, Strickland is that big of a star now. And the thing is, Strickland has the belt too, dude. He's not just like popular Nate Diaz. He's also the world champion. Like, he has the world by the balls in a way that is just incredible. And did you guys see, and I love this, dude. Hang on. So, dude, anytime I go to Instagram, it's so funny. Like, it auto-populates this for some reason. Like, it goes Instagram, whatever, and then I click on it, and it's this picture, which is hilarious. Check this out. Look at this video that he did.
Forced vacation, let the stitches come out of my foot. But anyways, man, it's fucking weird. I've always been kind of pseudo famous, but now everywhere I go, someone recognizes me. And even today, it happened like 3 or 4 times. Someone will ask me for a picture and then apologize for asking me for a picture. But in the day, guys, man, I don't have a fucking job. I don't lay concrete. I'm not a fucking mechanic, dude. I'm just a guy that hits people. So, like, I am so fucking grateful that you guys watch me, because my life, my bike, everything I fucking have is because you guys fucking watch me, man. So it's not an inconvenience, and fucking, I am fucking so grateful for you guys allowing me to have a good fucking life. What up, guys? I had to take a forced vacation.
Now, first of all, I wanted to show you that for 2 reasons. Number one is that is such that's such a great post, dude. That is such a great post, because I don't know, like what is the what's the right way to put this? Like, what is the most like repulsive trait in like very wealthy celebrities who kind of have like a dream life, right? It's a couple things. But number one is when they treat regular folks like peasants, you know, like they treat them like they're better than they are, you know? And you're like, what? Like, it's a repulsive way to live. And also when they complain about things a lot, you know, like anybody, like it's not like, if you know, oh, I'm famous and rich, or like my life's fucking perfect and I can't say that I have any problems in the world or whatever. But to have, like, you need to have some kind of like perspective on your problems versus real problems that like regular people have, which are non-comparable to yours, dude. You know what I mean? And it's like, so yeah, if like someone asks you a direct question and it has something to do with your, you know, like where you're like, yeah, you know, I don't know, dude, it's kind of tough when blah, blah, blah. But you have to kind of, my point is, gratitude is the key to having a happy life, regardless of what you're doing, right? It's like Sean is demonstrating that he's genuinely grateful for everything that he has, and he's grateful to the fans to the point where he literally just invited every single person that sees him in public to come up, ask him for a picture. He said, "You're not bothering me. It's not an inconvenience. I'm happy to talk to you, and I'm happy to take a picture with you." Dude, that's not a small thing for a dude as famous as him, you know? And if you think about, you know, I have no idea what it's like to be as famous as Izzy, so I'm not saying that I'm sure that it is probably very annoying at a certain point, you know, if you're as famous as Izzy was and people are approaching you asking to take pictures. But like, you guys have seen that clip of Izzy where he's on that podcast and he's like, you know, he's like, all these people are just so entitled. They're just so entitled, man. And I think it was on Logan Paul's podcast, right? Actually, I know it was. And Logan Paul's buddy Mike was like, so what are we talking about here? Like, what kind of things are they entitled to? Like, what are they doing? And he's like, just like coming up and like asking for pictures all the time. And it's like, dude, and again, I'm not doubting that probably gets super annoying if it's every single day, everywhere you go. You just sometimes want to be able to go to the restaurant, like get your food and leave without, having to like interact with people. Sometimes I don't know, whatever. But like, I don't know, dude. Like, to me, it's just like, don't fucking say that. You know what I mean? Like, of course, there's some times when you don't want to interact with a stranger. But if you like, to me, it's like once you've said that publicly on a public podcast, like you've lost perspective. You know what I mean? Like you've lost perspective. I mean, and I have no doubt being that famous. I've talked about this a million times, that there is a level of fame that is like, that's awesome, pretty much. And then there's this threshold that people get over where I can imagine what it would be like. And it would be very hard, like really tough, just because I think people, I think people take for granted the ability to kind of roll in public. I don't know, like invisible. Like, I don't know how you guys are, but like when I travel on airplanes, like when I fly, like dude, from when I get in the airport to when I get out of the airport, I don't talk to fucking anybody, dude. Like I just get there, I listen to music or I watch a movie, hat on. And I just like to like do my own thing. Gabrielle is like a fucking, I can't even explain it, dude. Like it's her favorite thing in the world, traveling with my daughters. And she wants to talk to fucking everybody. She just wants to show everyone that they're the nicest. Her and her girls are the nicest people in the world. They want to talk to everybody. And I'm like, oh my God, Gabrielle, like, can't we just like go from A to B and not interact with everyone? Like this is, because like to me, it's like peaceful to kind of like, it's not about being an asshole. I like to just kind of do my own thing and be in my own world. So like, I can understand if like that is taken away from you, how it might not be the best thing ever. But again, there's a huge difference between you knowing that and you saying it out loud to a bunch of people who like are unemployed, who are looking for a job, like who work at a fucking manufacturing plant, and 60% of the factory just got laid off, and they know, they're like, what are we going to do if this whole place closes? How are we going to afford our mortgage? Like I was just watching, I watched the first episode of this new thing on Netflix, the wrestlers or wrestling or whatever. And one of the guys, like I think his name's actually I know it. It's called Cash Flow, and he's talking about like what the impact would be if that organization went out of business. He's like, it would be absolutely devastating to my family. He's like, I have no idea what we would do. Now, I will say that Netflix show is going to be a fucking hit, and that organization is going to do very well now. But nonetheless, like it's just, I don't know. There are very few things in the human experience that I feel more empathy towards than people who are in situations where they don't know how they're going to make ends meet and how they're going to be able to like provide for their family or like lose their house or whatever. Cause there's nothing, I don't say nothing, there's certain whatever health stuff that can be worse, but it's outside of someone getting, terminally ill. There's nothing more soul crushing than that feeling. And to me, it just seems like common sense that you have to understand how many people are in that situation. And if you are wealthy and rich, don't fucking complain about shit on publicly. Just don't fucking complain about anything, dude. Just don't do it. Don't fucking do it. It's a bad look. You lost perspective. Everybody who's watching would do anything to be you. Don't fucking complain. You know what I mean? And it's not like Izzy's the only one. It was just like that, like that dichotomy was very clear, where Izzy said he doesn't like people entitled and rolling up on him. And Strickland was like, it's not a bother at all. I'm super grateful to you guys. Everyone who sees me roll up. It's not an inconvenience. I'll take a picture. I was like, that's what I'm talking about, dude. That's awesome. Anyway, okay, Yankee fan, thank you very much, dude. Strickland is the kind of person who could trip on his dick and people would find it endearing. The dude is so real, like the real JOF. Dude, he's like, thank you very much, sir. He is I mean, listen, dude, the best way I've found to like gauge someone's character if you don't know that much about them really is look at the people who do know them really well and how do they feel about them. You know, Eric Nixick, who's dude, Eric is my fucking boy, dude. He was the very first person in UFC, like a real player, to come on the show and like be generous with his time. He's come on a couple times. You know, he's my dude. This is after the Francis fight. After they won. That was after like the Cyril Gane and Francis fight. Like I have so much fucking respect for that guy. And I remember when I asked him if he wants to come on again actually yesterday, but like that guy is living his best life. He's doing exactly what he should be doing. He's doing exactly what he should. But he's like a guy who I respect immensely. And it's like if he has a high opinion of a person, the guy's probably earned it, you know, and he fucking loves Sean. Chris Curtis, who fucking for whatever reason is mad at me. I will remedy that somehow since I don't understand why he's fucking mad at me. But nonetheless, like if Chris Curtis doesn't seem like a guy who's like super easy to get, you know, to like really care about you, he fucking loves Sean. He loves Sean. To me, it's just like, obviously Sean's a good dude. Obviously. You know what I mean? He's a good dude. But yeah, I mean, like I said, when he fights again, anybody who's been thinking about coming on one, like going to one of our live events, like when we host a group, I would say that'll be a fucking good one to go to. That'll be a super, super fun event, you know? Because like you can, it's interesting too, and I've learned this from going to, you know, a fair amount of them now, is like who's fighting in the event actually really does seem to have like an impact on kind of like the overall experience at, you know, sometimes like every UFC is super fun, but like if you have a certain guy in the main event, I know that Strickland fighting in the main event is going to be a really fun crew. Like the people who are going to go to this event will be super fun. Like it'll be a great fucking event to go to. I'm very excited. I am a little bit concerned it's going to be super expensive though. So hopefully, like, you know, and God, he's such a big draw. They'll probably do it in Vegas. You know, like there are certain places you can't do it in because they're too expensive. Like Madison Square Garden. Dude, I heard someone paid $130,000 for tickets to the Madison Square Garden one for $295. I'm like, what, dude? What on earth? You know? But yeah, I mean, we'll see. I wonder who he's going to fight. I mean, if Paulo Costa does pull it off and beat Khamzat, the buildup to that fight would be so fun, dude. Because Costa and Strickland have the same exact energy, like where they'll beef, but those two guys are like they're trolls, dude. You know, like they're making fun of the person they're fighting and they're saying shit about them, but they're laughing at the same time, you know? Like Costa's not like actually mad at his opponent, and neither is Strickland. Like I think that back and forth will be so fucking funny, dude. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. But yeah. Man, he like so strict, you know, what was interesting too about this event was they just released the pay figures for this event, and it said Sean Strickland made 1.3 million and Izzy made 3.5. And that's way more than they normally disclose. Also, I don't think that's the full amount that they got paid. I have it on pretty good authority that Izzy's base salary is 3.5, but nonetheless, but no, I wonder if you know, because when they say, "Oh, here's what the guys got paid when they fight in America," and they're like, "This is the disclosed pay." I don't understand how no one how there are people who have channels that have never figured that out. Like I watched a video one time with this guy and he had like a good amount of subscribers. I think he had like, I don't know, 100,000 subscribers. And the video was like the top 5, like, or top 10, whatever, highest, fighters who have made the most money in UFC. And the way they did it was they just went in and they added up all of the disclosed pay. And so the total, okay, and this is after Conor's most recent fights. And they're like, Conor McGregor's number 1. He's made $13 million. I'm like, what? What, dude? 13 million. You think Conor's combined earnings with UFC's $13 million, dude? Get out of here. That's 100% not correct. That is just not correct at all. Nate Diaz, top 1% most money makers in UFC is certainly now after top 1%. Yeah, for sure. For sure. But man, he made a boatload on this Jake Paul fight because he co-promoted it. Co-promoted it. Wait, if you're trying to disguise yourself, you are trying to draw attention to yourself 100%. I don't understand. Oh, that must have been in response to something. You missed super class about Chael being a shill. What's super class? I don't even know what that means. Oh, dude, I saw that he dropped it. I haven't watched it yet, but I will for sure. Beige is my dude, man. I love his stuff. He and I rap out sometimes. What? Hey, Untitled, thank you very much, dude. You're overdue for a Fabia clowning video. Yeah, I think I probably am. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. Chael didn't push the jab. That's ridiculous. That's 100% not accurate. Timeout for you, little bitch. How you like them apples? You trying to get some screen time? How about you go sit in the corner with the rest of the fucking dunskies that are not allowed to talk for the next 5 minutes, you fucking pussy. Oh, Jesse doesn't know shit about blah, blah. What? Hey, I said Jesse doesn't know. What the fuck? Oh, Jesse put you in timeout, bitch. Go think about what you did for 5 minutes. Come back, say something polite, and then maybe I'll respond to you. Otherwise, we'll just put the dunce cap back on you. And then this time, maybe I'll tell people your name while I fuck your mouth on. God, now this is going to get demonetized. I'm not good at like making fun of people and not getting videos demonetized. Anyway, so why do you think, dude, it's so fun, man? It's exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, it's exactly like Costa and Strickland, dude. I like making fun of people, but like with a smile. Wait, Beige made a big hater video about Mike Perry as he was losing his. That was, dude, that video that he did about Mike Perry was before Mike Perry went on his bare knuckle run. Like this is like shit. Like it's just like I mean, there was a moment in Mike Perry's career before he went to bare knuckle where it was kind of, like it just wasn't looking great. Completely different ball game now. Completely different ball game. Okay, so wait, so Chael definitely not happy with DDP or Ariel after the stupid comment. His latest video is pretty good at addressing it straight on. I'll check it out in a second. Yankee fan, thank you very much. Real question, which would be a bigger upset, Strickland over Izzy or Costa beats? Oh, fuck, Strickland over Izzy for sure. For sure. For sure, Strickland over Izzy was a bigger. I mean, dude, let me look up the odds. So, oh, wow. I mean, it's not close. Paul Costa's plus 280, so he's a little bit less than a 3-1. But Strickland was 6-1, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Sean's plus 7. Yeah, so I mean, not close. Not close. Can we put Lewis in timeout? I don't know. Let's see what he did. Strickland got lucky. No. You don't go on timeout for saying Strickland got lucky, dude. But I don't agree at all. Wait, Chael had a doctor on? That seems, I mean, whatever. The only reason I find that like surprising is because I've asked Chael why he doesn't do, like why he doesn't create a show outside of MMA, because I think he would do so well. You know what I mean? Like there are certain people where, they're in MMA but it's not like you would care what they think about other things. You know what I mean? Like they're great for MMA, but they're like, hey, so I want to tell you what I think about the, the culture moving in this direction. You'd be like, shut up. Stick to what you know, dude. Tell me about why that Kimura trap is, not a good move from blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, man. No one cares about what you think about the culture, son. Chael 100% is not one of those people. Everybody would, I told him, like, dude, you would fucking kill. But, so that would be surprising to me. He had a doctor on. But I mean, again, I don't know. What do I know? I mean, dude, Conor did well, in hindsight, it was definitely not he was like, we can get through this together, Ireland. I remember when he did that video, I told Gabrielle, I was like, dude, I bet you Conor's about to run for president in Ireland. This is before he was, punching people and stuff. Like, it was like, all right, he's, or not before, it was like when it was, because, when he went into the Dustin fight in January of 21, that was after a long period of Conor sober, really had his shit together. And that's when he did that video. He has subsequently been like, oh, we just got duped. It was a complete fucking fraud. But, Hamzat has only been hit in only one fight. I know that's why he's a favorite. Thank you for the super chat. Jesse, before you Izzy, now that he lost Strickland, you're kicking him. When have I kicked Izzy? Timestamp it. I have not kicked Izzy at all. And I've actually specifically made a point that I'm not kicking Izzy as well. And I made 2 videos saying that I want him to get an immediate rematch because I want to see if he can come back from what he went through against Sean, dude. Saying that a guy got broken in a fight is not kicking him when he's down. That's an objective fact. I mean, Sean was screaming at him in the 5th round and Izzy had no fucking answers at all. That's just what happened. That's not kicking him while he's down. Dude, there is certainly something to that. I just saw Dana saying that Conor's not the same guy because he has so much money. And it's like, yeah, he's like, it's hard to get a guy who just spent the entire summer on a yacht in the south of France to get back in the gym and train the way that he would have before. Of course. Cause it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean? It just doesn't matter anymore. He's won. NS seeming more like NF. I have no idea what that means. Awakened Mind, you are the man, dude. Thank you so much. That is very generous. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you, dude. Thank you, brother. Izzy gave a whole new meaning to screw the pooch. Do you guys want to know something hilarious? So those of you who watch consistently Remember I had a specific sponsor that I was like, hey, anybody who makes the best joke about Izzy with the dog, like I'll send you something from that sponsor. People reached out to that sponsor again. And they were like, that Jesse was saying vulgar things in the same videos he's promoting your products. So pathetic, dude. This is so funny. I'm like, who would do that? You know what I mean? Like, who does that? Oh my goodness gracious. And the funny thing is, I even took that stream down immediately. Like, I didn't even leave it up. I just did the stream and then took it down. So like, they can't even like direct them to a stream. They're just like, listen, I just think it's important that you know that Jesse on Fire is saying vulgar things about bleepity bloop. It's like, God, I have an idea. How about you go find a box cutter and see how it feels to drag it from your base of your hand up to your elbow, sharp part down, and then go sit in a bathtub. Damn, that was cold, Doug. That was cold-blooded. Wait, Sean Strickland wasn't the biggest UFC title upset. Who was? Also, I wonder how big a favorite BJ was over Jen. I know for sure that Rose was a plus 540 when she beat Joanna. I think that Holly Holm was very similar. Actually, let me see that actually, because that's I forgot about that one. Holly Holm odds versus Ronda. Holy shit, that's the biggest upset ever. Wow, look at this. Holly Holm was a 12-1 underdog. That's insane, dude. I would have taken that bet. I'd been like, dude, Ronda thinks that Ronda just knocked out that dimwit. She thinks she can box. If she tries to stand with Holly, she's going to get knocked out. Having hung out with Chael, is he introverted? I've heard the opposite off screen. He's pretty quiet. Maybe he does. That's why he doesn't collect. No, he's the same. He's the same. He's super cool, dude. Thank you for the super chat, good sir. No, yeah, he's the same. He's fucking awesome, dude. Chael's the best. He's hilarious. Brody Dog Roberts, thank you very much, good sir. Very generous. I really appreciate you. Thank you, dude. Bro, are you as happy as I am about Strickland's popularity? Gives me hope that the whole world hasn't gone soft and woke. I'm a proud American feeling hopeful for the future of this country. You know what? Yes, I am exactly that happy. And I agree with you. It's like, honestly, that's a good question if you wanted me to start talking about culture, dude. So basically, here's how I see it, right? You have these mechanisms that can shape the perception of culture and what people care about and what they don't, and what the overall kind of collective opinion on things are. Example, social media, right? Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc., right? And so like you can create this like false impression that there is not consensus when it comes to whether or not it's cool for a 6'4", 230-pound dude to just be, put his hair in a ponytail and be all, my name's Kelly, and then join the female rugby team. Like they can create so much influence that they can make the world think that there's like some kind of argument here, and that people should be worried about publicly saying, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You know what I mean? You're just like, hey, so there's just certain things where if you can get me to shut up about that, then the world is falling apart. Okay. No, it's not cool for a 230-pound dude to be beating the shit out of girls in female rugby. Okay. Like, of course that's not cool. What the fuck are you guys talking about? No, not cool. Not cool at all. Right. And so they could create this, like this false reality where everyone hates Trump, right? Like the whole world hates Trump. And then when you're in person in Miami, the place almost comes down because Trump walks in and he's people love him, dude. They don't like him. They love him. Every single person in the entire place is stomping their feet. America, America. Like he comes out to Kid Rock. Is like, dude, you would never see that on social media. Like they would never show you a thing like that because they've just decided that's the reality that they want you to live in. And like, they make it seem like there's this huge movement of people who are like, listen, the way that I choose what brand I'm going to, I'm going to choose to give my money to is based on how open and accepting they are of, the trans people. But then it's like, oh, Bud Light does this. And then boom, every person's like, oh, cool. I'm never buying your fucking product ever again. And it's like, oh, how you like them apples? It's like, this is like you can't paper over these things with social media and TV. These are objective reality metrics. It's like people are not down with this. They're not down with this at all, right? You destroyed your company. That's how not down with this they are, right? And so not down with it that then all of a sudden every other company's like, whoa, we better scale this back. Target's like, get that shit off the front door. Like the tuck it swimsuits, get it out of there. Get it out of there. You know what I mean? And then, so like Sean Strickland comes out and he's doing the things that he does. He's half joking. He's saying stuff that obviously if he was serious, you'd be all, whoa, guy. I just don't think women should vote. He's not, he's like half serious, half serious, half whatever, but you clearly know which side he's on and people love it. It's like, you can't fake that. You know what I mean? Like you can't just create this like make-believe world where people are not interested in him because they are. They connect with him and they like him. You know what I mean? Yankee fan, thank you very much. Side, great. You talked about politics. And now I have to call Sheath. Oh, dude. Yeah, Sheath 100% does not give a single solitary F. I can't swear anymore on this stream or else I'm going to get demonetized. Wait a minute. I think I might have forgotten to monetize it anyway. Let's see. All right, not yet. Not yet. Jail no opinion, don't know if that's true. I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't know if it's true. But yeah, basically it's like Sean Strickland's popularity demonstrates that there are a lot of people who are aligned on a lot of cultural things. You can't just decide. I don't know. At least to me, it seems very obvious that whatever way people who control these kind of things, where they put these ideas into the college system, which then permeate throughout society, all this stuff, they all seem to be driving in one direction, which is like strong men bad, strong men bad. Why? Why on earth would you want to do that? Why would you want to make it to where strong men bad when strong men equal strong country, strong infrastructure, strong thing? The only way that you'd be doing that is if you're an enemy of the group, because the people who lead against you trying to tyrannically implement things is always strong men, right? That's the only reason you would do that. So anyway, that's what it is. That's what it is. It is definitely not my birthday, no. I think we're the majority by a mile. And the thing is too, especially like especially on this. So they've done an incredible job of literally just completely poisoning the minds of a lot of people into thinking that Trump is like the worst guy on earth. Like they really believe it. Like they're just that you cannot break through to them where you're like, dude, show me a thing of like, so why? He's racist. Okay. No, he's not. Like, show me, anyway, you can't break through them. But that's just this. I mean, in all honesty, that's one topic. As much as it seems like that's this huge dividing line in the world where it's like you're either Trump or you're not Trump, and that's it. That's not it at all. That's just one dude. When it comes to like, hey, we think, exactly what I'm talking about with the transports thing. It's like, hey, you feel comfortable with this 6'5" guy, winning college records in swimming by 40 seconds? Dude, everyone's aligned on that. Everyone. And the more that they try to push that kind of shit, the more that everyone ends up aligned against whatever they think that they're doing. You know what I mean? We're the majority by a mile. Jesse, might need you as my bodyguard in Abu Dhabi after I completely freak out when Charles knocks out Islam. Got time. All jokes aside, thanks for the great time. Thank you very much, good sir. I'm not sure if I would be the best bodyguard in that place. I could recommend a couple guys that are. I mean, it's like I run with a fucking ill ass crew, dude. You want special forces, world champions in jiu-jitsu, or both? I can give you one that's both special forces and world champion in jiu-jitsu. He's the scariest fucking person I know. He's Canelo. He does security work for Canelo when Canelo fights. His name is Stephen Hargett, and he is the fucking toughest dude I know, and he's the scariest also. Jason Olinger, thank you very much, good sir. Very generous. I love you, dog. Thank you. Far leftists are as rare as red. Yeah, that's actually probably about accurate, honestly. Well, I don't. You know what? Let's look this up. Let's see what so like, what percentage of people are redheads? Yeah, that's about right. 2%, dude. 2%. I guarantee you I guarantee it's 98-2 on hey, do you think that Leah Thomas is cool to swim against the girls? You know what I mean? Like no one is aligned with this stuff, dude. You know what's funny too? Oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. Dude, every once in a while I look in the chat and I'll like read something and then it like just goes and just completely scrambles my brain and I don't remember even what I was going to say. Let me scroll up and see if I can remember. 2% redheads, yeah, 2 whatever. Like, oh yeah, it was something about something else. I can't remember. I don't understand why people in like when they watch my live streams, when they like, you have like, if you look in the chat, you have like 15 straight people engaging with me on the topic that I'm talking about. And then one person will come in and be all, Jesus Christ, man, talk about MMA. It's like, or just go watch one of my videos that's about MMA. Like, you know what I mean? Relax, guy. And mine's all, are you so passionate about the trans issue you can't take? Listen, man, you don't know what it's like to be trans. What? I don't care if you're trans. You just can't beat up girls. Brody the Dog Robbers, thank you very much. Sorry I distracted you, bro. Just looking, just stoked for Sean and all of us. Me too, dude. Let's look at this one more time because, again, this is so crazy. 600,000 to 2.4 million. 450% more engagement than Sean O'Malley in the same exact situation when they both won the title. It's unbelievable, dude. Oh, man, dude. I am like, because I've been on the wrong end of 1,000 redhead jokes, like, I just think like they're my favorite, dude. Gingers have no souls. They end up 100% of them end up in hell. Oh, man. That is so funny, dude. The Seans are definitely winning. They should put them, dude, they should put them on the same card, man. That would be funny. That would be awesome. Oh, you got those nootropics now? Let's go. Yeah, dude. If you guys want to try the best nootropic blend ever, that'll make you go like, everybody's always, Jesse, you're on Adderall. No, I'm not. What I'm on is in the description. You can find in the description Jesse and Gabrielle's nootropics every single day. And it's the bomb, son. Jaden, what's up, dude? How are you, sir? Corbin, thank you very much. I think the fight that people need and don't realize yet is Holland versus McGregor. How do you think that fight would go from sales to outcome? Thank you for the super chat. I just think I don't think, I mean, honestly, I've been very, very positive towards Kevin Holland always, right? Because I've seen him fight 3 times, and he is magnetic. He's the most magnetic fighter I've ever seen. I saw him fight at Colby versus Masvidal live in Vegas. I saw him fight at UFC Austin, and I saw him fight at UFC Miami cage side. And he's won all 3 times that I was there, so he should fucking make sure that I go every time. But then he tried to beat people. Then he flashed on guys in my crew from they're like guys that I had in the group at Jake versus Nate. So, I mean, I wasn't there, so I don't know what they did, but they're like normal guys. Like they were just like, dude, we didn't do anything. We just were like, hey man, you know, whatever. And he just like wigged out. But and then someone else, a stranger, told me that too. They're like he was in a bad mood that night, apparently. Wait, hold on. Hey guys, look, this dude made a new account. Your whole little crew probably on the same hype. Explain yourself. Entertain the group. What does that mean? Explain yourself. Oh, I like this guy. Ooh, I do jujitsu. Loser. Woo. I'm not even going to put you on timeout, actually. Okay, look at this dude covers anyone who isn't on the agenda straight discriminatory. Huh? Keep talking, please. Come on. No, I did not make an account. Read back before that. Oh, I will. I expect to see something like, I just got done licking my brother's tight little ass, and I thought to myself, what should I do with the rest of my day now that I've gotten that hotness out of the way? I think I'm going to go on Jesse on Fire's live stream and say a bunch of nonsense, at least until my brother wants me to get on my knees and pleasure him again, because everyone knows I am on call and free use. La 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 la. Thank you very much, Antonio Dixon. You are a scholar and a gentleman. That is crazy. Dude, at 3:04 p.m., Doug? Like, my goodness. That is weird. Maybe 3:04 a.m., but p.m. is just boo. Gross. Read it, la 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 la. You think if you read it, dude. You scroll all the way up and find it, copy and then paste. Geek. Type it again if it's super important. Wait, what? Make us happy. What did one joke say to the other joke? Answer nothing. They were too busy laughing. I don't understand. Let me guess, you'll lynch me. Oh, man. Oh no, they don't ship to the UK. Only in the United States. It's like there's like I don't know what it is. One of the ingredients is like not legal in Canada, and then there's all kinds. Dude, the supplement industry in the United States is a free for all. But in some, like in other and in certain countries, you have to get like all these certificates. Whatever. It's only in the United States. Don't call me babe, dude. This dude that just got done with his bro just called me babe. Don't be calling me babe. Okay, I'm out, babe. Either way, it would be great to review your coverage of Tony Ferguson's accident. Very weird. What the? Come on, dude. I thought you were going to be way smarter and more fun than this. I definitely do, Ryan Kowalski. You do 15 million a month in supplements? Let's definitely talk. I had a supplement company that I had to shutter about a year ago because one of our ingredients got put on the list. And so it's not like illegal. Like I can order it myself to, just like for personal use, but the manufacturers won't manufacture it anymore. They won't put it in blends anymore. So we had to shut down, which was infuriating. But yeah, dude, let's chat, man. I've got a big platform, Oh, Dustin, what's up, dude? Dustin Love has an excellent supplement. It's actually a drink, and it is. Dustin, put it in the chat. I drink it. It has made a huge difference, dude. Huge difference in my recovery, like especially my tendons, man. Nate Bruck, thank you very much. Yo, Jesse, just wanted to say that I'm left-leaning and not all of it. I know that, dude. Even when I disagree with your political take, I'm secure enough to listen. Thank you very much, dude. Dude, honestly, it's not even about I'm not a conservative. That's the thing. I don't even think that this stuff is even like a left and right thing. I think it's just like common sense, normal people, and then lunatics, like that's honestly how I see it, dude. Like there's no, I don't need to know what someone's opinion on universal healthcare is to know that if they think it's cool for like a 300-pound dude to break all the female powerlifting records, that they're a fucking moron. You know what I mean? It's like, it seems like a very different type of topic. It's like objective reality versus like opinions on how we should distribute tax dollars as it relates to healthcare. You know what I mean? It's really not like it's these people that create this this idea that like it's this, us versus them dichotomy. It's just so dumb, Does it piss me off when Nina Drama acts like she saw Sean Strickland told me? No, I haven't watched those. I've seen them, but I have not watched them. I've seen like the videos I haven't watched them. Videos have been great, race. Thank you, Bad Pals. Appreciate you, dog. Dude, Kill Tony is tough, man. Kill Tony's super hard. My one of my training partners on that's on my team at Six Blades, he's a purple belt. He won multiple world championships at blue belt. Now he's but he, I mean, not that this really matters. I mean, but he is like a national team black belt, in judo, who is a blue belt in jiu-jitsu. Obviously had a huge advantage, but nonetheless, world champion. And then and he works security at Rogan's comedy, the comedy mothership. And he did Kill Tony. And it was like, he just said, he's like, it's fucking hard, dude. It's like, I mean, you got to know, dude, you have 1 minute, 1 fucking minute to make people laugh. That's hard, dude. AO, LMAO, 100% I laughed. I laughed my ass off. Hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Does jiu-jitsu work in a real fight? Of course. How would it not? How would it not? Did we discuss Chael versus Dricus Spieth? You know what? Let me actually go back to that. And because I didn't see. Okay, Dricus rips Chael. Let me see if there's a timestamp.
In your defense, Chael does say a lot of stupid things. So I didn't hear him say that, but
oh, here we go. Okay, so it's right at the beginning.
Everything going on in your career, and I am very interested to hear what you have to say about everything that has happened over the last couple months or so. First, can I ask you, because we didn't talk to you after July 8th, the win over Robert Whittaker on July 8th. When you left the cage that night, did you feel in your heart your next fight would be for the middleweight title? Had someone told you that? Did someone say to you, was it in writing? Like, did you feel like there's nothing I need to do at this point because I just beat Robert Whittaker? What were you thinking as you left the cage that night?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did a face-off.
Right.
The champion got in there. So it was set in stone. I am the #1 contender in the world. So for me, it was basically set in stone. For me, even the backstage, we already spoke about it, going to Australia, what the arrangements were going to be. And
okay, I can't look at these and not respond. Who said anything about pulling guard in a street fight? I don't know. I don't understand. Just because people pull guard in jiu-jitsu matches doesn't mean you would pull guard in a street fight. It's so stupid, dude. You start on your feet. If you wanted to use jiu-jitsu, if you don't have striking and you want to use jiu-jitsu, you just square up like you're going to. You let them throw a punch, and instead of countering them, you dip and you get your arms around their body, at which point they are going to be unconscious 100%. You can either take them down that way. You could swing around to their back and just strangle them standing up. You can arm drag them, go behind them and strangle them. You could, they don't have any, an untrained grappler versus someone who's good at jiu-jitsu has absolutely no chance whatsoever. It's like a superpower. They have no chance. They have fucking no chance. If they don't knock you out with the first punch, they are going to sleep. If they're like a professional striker who has dealt with grapplers, that's different. But like just some stupid asshole in the street who's like street tough versus someone who knows jiu-jitsu, it's like literally they'll win 1,000 out of 1,000 times. And pay exactly. And pavement, dude. Yeah. Get your arms around them, pick them up, and put them on their fucking head, dude. Dude, this is what I'm saying. No one's like, I'm not doing the thing where I'm like, oh, jiu-jitsu is better than boxing. Someone asked if boxing works in a street fight. Like they're all, try pulling guard. It's like, why would someone pull guard? What are you talking about? Why the fuck would anyone pull guard?
With the powers at B. So, it was basically a done deal. But, I said it even at the presser. I said, if I'm medically able to, that's the fight I'm going to take. And, Chael Sonnen said something stupid or ridiculous like, Dricus wasn't even limping when he was walking out the cage. What a dumb thing to say. You know, with all that adrenaline in your body, you just knocked out Whittaker, just faced off with Israel Adesanya. You think, I'm going to walk with a limp? I don't know what kind of man you are, but I'll fake that limp every day.
In your defense, Chael does say a lot of stupid things. So I didn't hear him say that, but not surprised. He has said stupid things, even about me. So,
Dennis was
I can
joking.
understand
Okay,
where
my
you're
I
bad.
coming
don't blame him too.
I appreciate that. Well played. Well played. So when you walked out, was there, because I
Okay, in fairness, hang on. Dricus is mad at you for saying that he was not limping out of the cage. Dude, that is like, that is a ridiculous take. I will acknowledge, like, it ridiculous as it relates to like, whether or not he should take his next fight based on how he walked out of said cage, especially because, like, dude, your adrenaline is through the roof. It like masks pain. You know what I mean? It masks pain. Hold on. I'm not reading that stupid comment, dude. How is that comment worth anyone's time? It's the dumbest comment. It's so dumb. Pool boy or the contractor? Let me see. Hold on. There was something has no one seen the Nate Diaz? It looks effective to me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You just found out Jake Shields, a martial artist, not just a Twitter dude? He is definitely a martial artist. There's me and Jake Shields at Cesar Gracie's gym 2 weeks ago. Dude, you know what's crazy? Did you guys see? There's like this Facebook fight that's been floating around, and it's a Facebook fight that one of my dudes I talked to an email sent it to me, and it has like 15 million views, and it was like all like no holds barred for real. Like it was like no rules at all. They were headbutting each other, and like it was nuts, man. I have no idea how Facebook allows that. Like if I post anything like that on Instagram, I get an immediate strike or get immediately community guy. If I put that on TikTok, they'd kick me off the platform. If I put it on here, for sure I would get a strike. Yeah, and I headbutted a dude one time. It was like I had actually been talking about this. I mean, obviously a long ass time ago, but I've been talking about. I'm like, dude, I've never headbutted a dude. And then so the next time I got to fight this dude, I've told this story a bunch of times, but like the guy, I beat up the same guy twice in the same night. But the way that one started was this guy put me in a position where I had to fight him, and that's how I started. I just went. Wah! It's a tough thing to recover from, dude. Hey, you guys, this is not the real MMA Joey, right? You guys, this is like the not real one. I don't think MMA Joey, the real one, would want me to make a hobby out of him. I don't know. I've never met Sean Strickland. No. Never. But like I said, I know Eric, and Eric fucking loves him. Speaking of which, my pleasure, dude. That tonic is the bomb. I agree with this. I'd be pretty good at setting them up, you know. I think that the best way to do content with Sean is to set him up, you know, like give him great setups for him to just go off on shit. You know. Jake, what's up, dude? Jake Beardsley did UFC 273 with us, which was my favorite event ever until this Jake and Nate one. But that was an epic fucking trip. That 273 was so fun. Our whole crew, we were riding around on fucking on what do you call them? Lime bikes. Like our whole crew. We had like, I don't even know, 12, 14 people. And the way we got everywhere was we would go outside and then all of us would go get lime bike and we were all just scootering around Jacksonville. It's so funny, dude. It was super fun. There's no way. Did Izzy really say this? Did Izzy really say that he was sick? No way. Ask Sean to spar. I mean, dude, anyone who wants to spar Sean, all you have to do is just go to Extreme Couture and ask. Like, he'll spar you. I have a feeling you're not going to do very well since Izzy lost. Israel Adesanya lost to Sean Strickland. How do you think you're going to do? Probably not very fucking well, dude. You know? Yeah, dude. I think that when people talk about, they're like, Sean Strickland's an admitted neo-Nazi. It's like, shut the it's like, dude, his story is awesome. He talks about why he fell into that confused ideology and then how he recognized that it's nonsense. And now his best friend's black and you know what I mean? Like, it's a great story. But of course, Money Moicano, what's up, dog? Everybody say what's up to Renato Money Moicano, whose channel is Vicious. What's up, brother? Where are you at? Are you in Florida? Dude, actually, I'm coming to Florida the first weekend. I think it's like the weekend of October 6th, 7th, 8th. I'll be in Miami. We should kick it, yo. You should strangle me somewhere and then show me how you did it so I can learn some shit. But I'll be there with my family 6th, 7th, 8th. We're going to the Dolphins game on the 8th. Money Moicano, what did you think? What's your take on Izzy versus Sean Strickland? And if you want, you can come on this stream right now. I'll send you a link, dude, if you want to jump on. There's no reason for you to sit in the chat, my dude. You can just come in and talk as much as you want. Hold on. All right, I'm going to send hold on. I'm responding to someone in my email, and then I'm going to send you I'll send you the link in Discord right now. Okay. Boop. And then I think I'm logged into Discord on here. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. Oops. Bam, son. I just sent it. Oh, you're not at home. Oh, my bad. Okay, so let's get, you meant let's go when I'm in town, not jump on the stream right now. Got it. Got it. Yeah. So what do you guys think? I don't have a Discord yet. No, dude. So I did a paid sponsorship to do my community in a, in an app called IRL. And so I did it there and then they just shut down. So like, I need to do a Discord. They made me an offer I couldn't refuse. Dude, okay. What no rematch? Yeah. That's fair. You think who do you like in Hamzat versus Costa? What do you guys think, dude? Here's the question. I know I did a poll on this on my channel, or I mean like on my community page, and I'm curious on this chat, who do you guys think will be the champion of the middleweight division at the end of 2024? Go. Hamzat. Oh, dude, I would do Tim Cast in 1 second. Strickland, Hamzat, Chimaev, Costa, DDP or Hamzat. You talk about hacking me, you get 5-minute timeout, kid. I don't care if someone else said it. 100%. That's why. Yeah. They won't let you do that. They won't let you say that word for sure. Gilbert did almost stop Hamzat. We were there at 273. Jake Beardsley was there. But Jake Beardsley thinks it's going to be Strickland. Bo Nickel. Wow, that's a good pick, dude. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily accurate, but like that's a sleeper pick right there. I will, my dude. I'll hit you up. Like it's already all booked. Like we're going to be in Fort Lauderdale 6th, 7th, and 8th of October. I'll hit you up. MMA Joey will sleep me in a minute. What's he going to do? He's going to make me such a huge meal that I eat, and then I'm all, I just, not Hamzat. Those boys at 185 are big. No get what? Have you watched him fight at 85? It's not like he hasn't, like, he's not like inexperienced at 85, dude. Jared, though, what are your thoughts on Antonio Dixon? Thank you for the super chat. Wait, Jared, though, what are your thoughts on Are you talking about Jared Cannonier? I think you're talking Cannonier. So I would just say he's very good. He is very out of position for a title shot, though. It just is what it is. Like he's out of position, man. Because I mean, just honestly, it's like Jared, Drickus is out of position, which sucks for him, obviously. But like, if Drickus is out of position, then Jared's really out of position. You know. What's up, Lord Guru? How are you, sir? Bo is a beast. He does need a couple. They'll ease him in. Well, tell MMA Joey to get like a bigger following so that I can light him up, you know? I'm not going to do him a favor, you know? But email me a link to it so I can check it out. If he did really good, like if he did really good going off on me, then I'll do him a favor and I'll light him up and I'll humiliate him on my channel. But only if he did really good. Law Abiding Savage. I'm new, really love the channel, brother. Dude, thank you very much. You want to know what I love? I love the movie Law Abiding Citizen, which reminds me of something I have to tell you guys right now because I just found this out. And by the way, will everybody, dude, go follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you don't already. Both are at Real Jesse on Fire. I am super shadow banned on both. It's infuriating. If you guys go follow me, I would be incredibly appreciative. But okay, check this out. I thought of that because I shared this on Instagram. So, Man on Fire is one of the best movies ever made, right? Man on Fire is literally one of my favorite all-time movies. I love it. And I hadn't seen it in like 10 years, and I watched it again this last week. And now, dude, Dakota Fanning looks exactly like my daughter when she was like 7, or 8 years old. And so it made it even like heavier. So the reason why I was thinking of that is because I was watching The Equalizer Part 2, right? And I'm like, dude, and I remember there's this one scene, or maybe it was Equalizer 1, whatever. I watched Equalizer 1 and 2, like kind of back to back. And there's a scene where he's playing with his watch, and then there's an explosion behind him. And I'm like, oh, that's just like Man on Fire with the thing where he's like, I wish you had more time. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, the fucking character in Equalizer is the character in Man on Fire. It's the same exact fucking character. I was like, it's the same character. And then so I Googled Man on Fire and Equalizer. The dude who directed the Equalizer trilogy is like, yeah, he's like, pretty much it's an unofficial prequel or sequel. Like he wrote that movie taking the main character of Man on Fire and just put him into this new story. And I'm like, oh my God. And then so I went and like watched the Equalizer. I watched all of them again because like, I fucking love that movie. Equalizer 1 is really good. Equalizer 2 is like whatever. I haven't seen 3 yet. My exact Twitter is at real here. Let me just make sure that I give you the right thing. Yeah. My exact Twitter is this. That's my Twitter, Instagram, etc. At Real Jesse on Fire. Man on Fire is so dope. I'm saying it's not it's not the same. It's not an actual prequel or sequel, but the guy who wrote and directed the movie took the character from Man on Fire and inserted him into the Equalizer. Like, because in Man on Fire, he dies at the end, But like, oh, sorry guys, if you haven't seen that movie, it's been out for 20 fucking years. How have you not seen that movie? But so that. Training Day is amazing. But also like Training Day is fucking hard. It's like, I love it, dude. I love it. But like, like Man on Fire, you're Denzel Washington, you're like, fucking dude, that's right. Cut that motherfucker's fingers off. Cut him off. In Training Day, you're like, this is the most evil dude ever. It's so uncomfortable to watch. It's like, it's rough, dude. It's great though, obviously. NKS, thank you very much, dude. He's fought 185, but not top competition. He was gassed post Holland. If it wasn't the cut, it's not the gut. Gilbert was 155er, lit him up. I mean, we'll see, dude. I don't know. You know what I mean? I have no idea. All I know is that no one except for Gilbert has put up a good fight against him at all. And that's very understandable because Gilbert is world championship level jiu-jitsu. So when you put him on his back, that's very dangerous. You know what I mean? Very, very dangerous. Dude, Marlon, if you have not, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad that we had this conversation because if you haven't seen that movie, fucking stop whatever you're doing. turn off this stream, go watch Man on Fire, and then thank me tomorrow, dude. It is so sick. UFO, why'd I time you out? I don't know. Were you the one that was saying that someone was trying to hack me? I thought you were trolling me. If you weren't, I apologize. You guys will love it, dude. If you don't you fucking dare. The movie Miami Vice, are you talking the one with Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx? Come on, dude. I'm sorry. No offense. That's not a good movie, dude. That was one of the most that is one of the most disappointing films like ever. Wheelchair Guru said he wanted to hack me. Isn't that the dude that I just got wait, I think defending? I don't even know. I mean, I don't care, dude. If he hacked me, I would find him and he would really wish that he hadn't done that. I have a lot of resources. Manila kept calling was hilarious. I woke up my kids. I was laughing so hard. Yeah, that was hilarious. Mostly hilarious just because it was like, you know how concerned they were about Strickland saying something out of sorts. And and then it was like everybody else did it and not him, dude. That was so funny. American Gangster is awesome. Wait, what? Someone said they'd hack me because I sided with Guru. Why would a stranger that doesn't know me ever be surprised that I sided on a thing that I really wasn't even taking sides on with someone who they know I know and am cool with? But also, I don't have any idea what we're even talking about. But that's just super weird. John Carpenter's They Live. Dude, I've never seen that movie. It's good. Huh? I've never seen that. Wait, did you address Izzy asking him not to disrespect him on the mic yet? Wait, after the fight? I did not know that. But if that's true, then that's awesome that Sean didn't disrespect him on the mic. I like that a lot. Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. I voted for Sleepy Joe. No, I definitely did not. Oh God, you're gonna make me do this again, MMA Joey. So boring, dude. Like, I want to talk shit, but if you just if you say something and I don't respond, it means it's not good enough for me to respond to. So you just spam it over and over and over. It's like, all right, just like I want you to say something negative that's like clever so I can, light you up. Like, this is not a fair fight. I have a microphone and a camera. You can just type, Jesse, I'm tired. It's like, oh. Anyway. All right, I got to beat the street. I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. Actually, hang on. Hi, Gabrielle. What are you doing? Just chilling. Considering whether to end my live stream or to not. What's our story? Is it raining? Maybe some golf with the children's. You want to come up here and say hi? Yeah. Right. All right. Gabrielle's going to come say hi or not. I might just wrap this up. Where's my... Oh, idiot. Law-abiding citizen is awesome. What other movies you guys got, dude? Somebody give me a movie that I may have not seen. I've seen almost everything. Wait, no way. It's not the same thing as like as the Denzel one, right? I know I saw that, dude. Chael's been dissing DDP for 4 weeks, and when DDP responded, he got so pissed. Oh, Chael got pissed? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Did you think DDP loved what? Thank you for the super chat. I mean, I don't really understand play stupid games, win stupid prizes, and that like I don't really understand that. I what I saw was that, you know, when Chael said he didn't even limp out of the cage, DDP was very pissed about that. Heat, well done. Phenomenal movie. Memento, phenomenal movie also. Spartacus Star Series, also awesome. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Again. Your color.
Adjustment Bureau. You sap, Lord Guru. Did that touch your little emotional area? That one's like that's like science fiction love movie, twisty. We're talking about good movies that people haven't seen. Tombstone, Killer.
Sex and the City 3. A classic.
Thunder in Paradise. Ooh, how about Tropic Thunder though? Shot Caller, phenomenal movie. I just watched a movie called like with the same dude, like God is a Bullet or something like that. That movie sucks, and it should have been really good. Oh my God, these fucking weirdos have been saying this all day long. This stupid shit. This contractor pool shit. It's like, Jesus, guys. They're just fucking spamming it.
Okay, well, whatever. It just shows that they have nothing better to do.
Gabrielle, do you actually like my hairstyle?
I do. I like it longer.
That's nice. Collateral is a phenomenal movie. Very, very, very underrated, dude.
What a sad life that guy leads.
I know. I'm timing out. You're back in timeout.
That's pathetic.
And the fact that you have 7 fucking accounts. Like, why do you have so many accounts?
Because he has no friends.
Like, I just keep timing him out, and he's all, well, he timed me out. I'll go log in under Tommy
Can you
House.
Being so bored and so lonely.
No.
That the only thing you have to do with your life is hop on people's live streams and leave spam comments.
Spam comments. It's
like,
weird, dude.
I feel sorry
relax.
for you, dude.
For God's sake.
I feel sorry for you.
He was like, your wife's sleeping with the contractor and the pool boy.
You know it.
Yeah. We don't have a pool.
Good one.
We don't have a fucking pool, man.
Jesus.
We don't have a pool. Otherwise. Yeah.
God. That is
anyway.
so embarrassing.
It's weird, dude. It's very weird. See? That's nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Watership Down is dark.
I haven't seen that.
Me neither. If it's dark, Gabrielle wouldn't like it. I've never seen. Dude,
I don't have
this movie is so fucking sick, dude. If you haven't seen Sisu, After Man on Fire, watch that shit. That's movie.
Not the one with the dragon named Sisu that I was thinking.
No, it's the one. It's made by the John Wick people.
I only know children's films.
It's John Wick against Nazis is what it is. It's so fucking sick.
Got it.
I actually like that movie better than John Wick. Opinions on domestic abuse. Well,
It's not good. Don't do it.
It's bad.
0 out of 10 recommend.
Unless, they deserve it.
Oh, for the love.
Um,
I'm not getting George's runny nose. I started sniffing. Thank you.
well, if she wanted to get married and that made you want to break up with her, then that was probably a good idea.
Not the one for you.
Yeah. Oh my God, this fucking nerd. John Wick. Yeah. John Wick is not. No, I like John Wick, but just Sisu is better. Sisu is so sick, dude. Split is a very good movie. Ben-Hur is from the 60s. Is it's a little too far back. Anchor babies, yeah. Yeah, if there were anchor, believe me, it wasn't me driving that shit.
Yeah, I wanted $1 million. He cut me off.
Yeah. The Outsider with Jared Leto is actually a sneaky good flick, dude. I like that movie. I like that movie a lot. Antonio Dixon, thank you for the $1, good sir.
That was nice. I need this light needs to be
Crash.
here.
Phenomenal movie.
I gotta move this. It's making me nuts.
It would I bet you it would really play well now since people have literally lost their minds on racism now, where it's like that movie's all about racial shit.
Wow, then.
That's funny. Ew, dude. Requiem for a Dream is one of my least favorite movies ever. Like, it's a great movie, but jeez, man.
Yes, we believe in astrology. Go
That
down
is
one.
hard. That's a hard movie to watch,
Wait, go down
dude.
to the astrology one. A free verdict. Okay, wait. So it started with it wherever it went. It's gone. Yes, we believe in astrology.
Thank you,
Our
Kenny.
charts are actually really fascinating.
It's really weird, dude. When we first were dating, we did this thing and they charted it in it's fucking crazy. They're identical. Like there's 12 houses or whatever, and then there's one of 12 things in each of the 12, and ours are identical. We ran
almost down to the degree.
We ran 7 other people's, and not one of them had a single one that was the same as any of ours, and all of ours are exactly the same. It was
That's pretty crazy.
that's probably a good sign. Oh my God.
I can't read them that fast.
I know.
You're gonna have to shorten your little attempts at jabs there because it's
No,
too much words to read.
yeah, no, shorten it up, geek.
It's just a lot of words.
We got a sauna.
We did get a sauna today. I used it. It was awesome.
All right, my brain hurts. I gotta sign off. I've been talking for 2 straight hours. All right, love you guys.
Bye.
Peace.